he's ever weighed as a professional, the lowest since his pro debut.
At all times, fight hard, fight clean, good luck.
Round one, we are his dominant reign. Wilder in the black.
That's for sure. You know, Tyson Fury, let's fight.
Paulie, what do you look for early as Wilder is all over Fury?
Jab up to establish distance. Right now, first time he ran out of patience, his usually bigger reach.
Yeah, at 6'7", Wilder combined biggest fight in heavyweight title history.
Mothering, but
right,
could come into play. There's another jab by Fury.
There's the jab bites like he did, but bamboozling Vladimir Klitschko. And
by Fury.
Oh, and there's a...
He can't land that punch, and we saw it a moment ago.
And he may have to use it in this fight.
Yeah, you're right, Paulie.
In the lead up to the fight, Fury saying that he was going to knock us, try to utilize the real estate, herky-jerky style, but Fury now
these rounds and control the pace of the fight and decompress. Feels he can land the right 10 things. He's got to be careful of counter right hands.
Number 2.
Opponents are landing only. Can he do it during this fight? That's the question.
Well, one thing he did well, and he's got to get his jab going, and he's got to be rhythmic with it and change the.
He threw it wide and couldn't quite get it in, but it only takes one.
Yes, and that.
Tall. Jamil McCline was 6'6". They combined for 100 and science, Al.
Boy, is it ever.
Oh, there's a 1-2 combination.
Fury's right hand has been short and pretty effective so far.
Wilder still has to show that he's not going to let the
Wilder right now.
And he's displayed patience, Al, even again, to stop Ortiz. And now, defense. Meanwhile, for Wilder, his 9-7 career.
You see Wilder stops. Yeah, like that.
So far tonight, landing at 12%.
Joe Louis, who was born in Alabama, has Wilder dig.
Fury wielding away. The one thing Tyson Fury does not want to do is get
Fury pivots away from the ropes, and it's Fury that lands the right hand. Looking a lot better than he did in his 2 tune-up fights, Al. A terrific fight thus far with 30 seconds left. Al, what about you? Are you at all surprised with Fury's approach?
Done for him. What did I say in the keys to victory? Double jab was a key.
It's been well chronicled what he's had to overcome, but
and telling him a very important thing: don't get greedy.
And that's the challenge for Deontay.
Generalship. Oh, and Deontay Wilder.
And as he's taller than Deontay has to reach more for it. Usually,
atmosphere. Yeah. Champs now of USA, and so
because he's able to slip it for the most part.
And speaking heavyweight title fight between two undefeated.
Right hand, he's loading up on it too much. He's not smooth enough behind the jab.
They have a common opponent, and ironically, he's the one that stunned both of them. But he's
sweeping right hand by the WBC heavyweight champion, I believe.
Looking for the spot where the nose of Tyson Fury might have started to bleed.
Who is the man who beat the man who beat the man?
Maybe to follow for the right hand. Yes. He comes up short with the right hand, but a lot of times...
The show stats, Wilder. Tonight he's landing 16%.
And again, Fury, with the win over Klitschko, has fought thing, but he's seen something at least closer to what Deontay's seen.
With his trademark herky-jerky style, but gets tagged with the jab.
19, and it's not exactly a torrid pace here in this round.
Off the right hand, and maybe Deontay can sneak it in.
Fury now working the jab, loading with that right hand, but Fury rode with it. And Fury avoids that.
Fury has not switched to lefty much at all. He does it in maybe one round.
He has to make that adjustment and keep his calm when he's about to throw it.
Opponents flummox. Deontay Wilder and Fury now walking down.
Games that Freddie Roach plays in the fight meetings. He said Fury was going to make.
But Martin Rogan, the whole fight lefty. Tonight, not so much.
And visualization telling us that he is already
in the bank. Because it builds up a deficit.
This is pretty good work.
Yeah, and Fury had the combination in the round.
I was not setting down on his punch as much as we would expect.
1 second. There's a jab from one. Joined tonight by Brian Custer and Jim Gray and our entire official score, Steve Farrad. How do you have it at the midpoint of this championship affair?
It's what he's doing. It's what Wilder isn't doing.
Wanted to land them with a lot of conviction. And I believe
totals 14% for Deontay Wilder. Fury, a minute and a half remaining. The seventh. Another stop.
And Fury locks him up to stop the...
Connected over the 12 rounds out. And again, Fury inside the distance. There's a stiff jab.
The straight right hand. Well, actually, that was a short left
hand. It's funny because Fury has been throwing the smoother shots. He throws the 1-2 smoothly. He's never going to land it.
Fishing over the top. Has to find a way to try and maybe time
by Fury.
Exactly. That this is only the second world title fight for Tyson Fury, which is stashed
to avoid the power of Deontay Wilder. Well, there's a jab by.
He hasn't been doing enough, and Fury has.
It's the target.
You see how he gives the hitch? He actually steps in hard first, then throws the right hand.
Is keeping him at bay. Fury with the jab followed up. But tonight, Tyson Fury able to, just misses, claps him with the right. But again, and he is definitely answering the call in impressive.
And Wilder made it a knockout.
Bring it on again, just wanting to lull Wilder out.
Just walk in and come back.
It appeared that Fury may have been a little Deontay Wilder. All it takes him of the bronze bomber.
Now Fury, Fury can come back to win.
He's been down now a total.
And it was the left hook, as we said, that changed the dynamic.
He has to be careful with.
And Wilder loading up, but Fury now tags. It takes us that one shot. The great eraser.
Back of the head. It was a good shot, clean shot, and there it is.
Well,
it was probably more behind the ear.
Yeah.
Than it was the back of the head.
I think he got clipped with that right hand on the
momentum he accrued in the ninth when he dropped. Let's go to our unofficial score. Steve Farhad as Fury lands a 1-2.
Down twice before and come back to win fights.
You back in 2009.
Yeah, people shocked that he came in so light.
It's uppercut for Fury. Right hand.
How with that right hand? Some of these punches by Wilder just whistling.
Stand here for Fury. Mental statement.
Wow, another good one too. Very flip. Now trying to establish the jab, but this exchange here. But again, Fury avoiding most of those.
Than Wilder's had. Then later on in the round, same combination to establish that he was in this fight. Feints with his jab.
Fury, here we are in round number 11. And
39 for Fury.
Knocked down Deontay Wilder. Wilder now just flicking the jab.
Befuddled almost this entire fight, you know, with the exception.
Johnny Tapia years ago came back after
the defense.
Look, these are the only two fighters I can say that about after.
And do it this way.
And Paulie, you know firsthand the final minute of the 11th round. And
proving to Deontay that, you know what? Oh, good shot.
The lead left by
back and stay with the winning mentality.
Under 30 seconds.
With Deontay, too, when he loads up, not only does he miss, but he smothers himself, so he's not able to even follow up.
12th and final round is upon us.
Judges are saying, but I have to imagine Tyson Fury's ahead in this fight.
Right across the lands for Fury. Oh, down Fury about 12.
He's up.
Can you continue?
Wow. Left hook, right hand. Can Wilder complete the comeback in the continues to instigate? Fury continues to exchange.
Deontay to realize he's still live.
Fury has been down. Body language. Locked and loaded. Wants to 10 seconds left. And Fury, Mia, what a fight here between these two.
Wilder from his normal numbers, 40% landed overall, 53.
Here's Jim Gray.
Decision draw.